When Wells was born, he was born with an upper VSD, which is a hole in the upper chamber of the heart.
William was born preterm, and he was in the NICU.
The pediatrician came around for the check before we were going to leave, and he heard a murmur. So that's when they called the cardiologist in, and he had found that she had 2 very large holes in her heart.
Your world revolves around them. Ours does too. When it comes to your child's health, we're there to share your victories and losses. Hold your other hand and do our part to make their world and yours better than before.
I just felt so helpless because there's nothing that I could do. It's just rely on the knowledge of the doctors and just to trust them.
Even on our toughest days, and even in those really hard moments, the nurses and the doctors and anybody that stopped by, they were very uplifting and very encouraging.
To see a child go through that and pulling that ventilator out is a very scary thing. So
we're invested in not only healing the body, but in restoring childhood and providing a sturdy foundation for adulthood.
She was born 23 weeks and 3 days gestation. Couldn't breathe on her own, couldn't make it on her own.
There was bad weather that night, so we weren't able to fly, so we drove, and it took us about 3.5, 4 hours to get to Murray.
And I just never forget going in to see the family, because I think they really thought that we were going to go in and give them really bad news. And I mean, we were rejoicing. We were like, this child's going to live. I mean, she's going to do well. And it was just amazing when we went in.
And 10 years later, look what I have. And if it wasn't for Norton, all the doctors and the respiratory, the nurses, the transport, we wouldn't have this kind of an outcome. And it's just amazing. We'll never be able to thank them enough. We love them dearly, every one of them.
That means working together to keep our kids curious, happy, and growing stronger.
everything is geared towards the kids. So it really makes them feel special.
We throw parties for the kids, like if it's their birthday or if it's like a sibling's birthday or mom and dad's birthday. We try to do as much as we can and make their life as much normalized as we can since they're in the hospital.
The nurses in the PICU are phenomenal, and it's amazing that the level of detail that they go to. They take care of the kids, but they also take care of the families as well. So
we also have end of chemo parties, which is in a way kind of like a second birthday party because it's the completion of everything we've done there, and we make a huge big deal out of it, and it's awesome.
It means doing our part to make a safer, healthier community for them in every way we can. It means digging deep within and giving ourselves in exchange for the tremendous gifts of hope, inspiration, and courage they give us every day.
I would say caring and compassion and a love for children is what brings us all together and why we all do what we do.
I want to treat my patients the way I would want my children treated or my grandchildren treated.
I think the relationships are what make you go above and beyond. It's not what I get out of giving to patients, it's what I get back. I get so much more in return from the people and the families that I serve than what I could ever offer to them.
I went from having extreme stress to feeling comforted by the fact that there were people around that knew how to take care of William and that he was going to get the best care and he was going to be okay.
It was actually amazing because Norton saved my twin sister, and I'm thankful for that.
As far as working with a medical staff that is totally dedicated to your child and their wellness, I mean, I can't imagine getting that care anywhere else.
It just shows me every day when I go to work what a blessing it is and that I can make a positive difference in someone's life and to never ever take that for granted.
At Norton Children's, it is absolutely all about the kids.
It's all about the kids and their families.
It's absolutely all about the kids.
And I'm glad that she's here with me. And sissies.
That's the way we've done it for decades, and that's the way we will keep doing it. The name you've always trusted for your children's healthcare needs is now Norton Children's. Every age, every stage, every step of the way.
I love him this much. More than the moon and the stars in the Milky Way, and 10,000 chocolate bars.